All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jake Pierman, and I'm the president of AXA. Today, I'll be talking to you about the Aerospace Experimental Association, most notably who we are, what we do, and why you should join. So our vision and mission statement, the long and the short of this is that we are a club that allows you to take the engineering concepts that you are learning in class and apply them to a project that has implications. How do we do that? Well, our club designs, builds, tests, and operates small satellites in space. As you see, the photo in the middle there is our team. And on the left and right, you see CAD drawings of our current project that we're working on, 6U CubeSat, which I'll get into details a little bit later. So if you don't know what a CubeSat is a small satellite, about 10 by 10 by 10 centimeters, originally designed in Cal Poly. The guy you see on the left there is holding a 1U CubeSat. Now, there are different variations of these. These are called units or U's. So on the right is a 6U CubeSat built by JPL to be basically a Hubble Space Telescope, all flight packaged in a 10 by 20 by 30 centimeter volume, which is very small. We as university students get the opportunity to build these due to the low cost of entry and the complexity level that reaches either the high school or university level. After you build your satellite and it passes all the tests, we get to actually launch it on a rocket from Kennedy Space Center and send it into space. Once it reaches the ISS, we get to launch it from, as you can see here, a deployer. So what's our project? We're building a 6U CubeSat with Kennedy Space Center, working with the biology department here at Florida Atlantic University. As you can see on the left, we have a pressure vessel that is housing radiation-resistant tomatoes. And we're going to be taking our CubeSat, receiving solar radiation, measuring that radiation, and then seeing based on camera images how these plants are surviving after being exposed. Now, our design timeline is August to May, and NASA's design timeline for getting CubeSats into space usually is about 1.5 years. But we didn't want to build a CubeSat and just let it sit there on the desk. So our other project that we're working on is a high-altitude balloon. These are balloons that range anywhere from 12 to 15 feet in diameter, and they go up to altitudes of around 100,000 feet, or about 30 kilometers. And up there at the top 1% of our atmosphere, we'll be able to get radiation from the sun while not being in orbit and actually recover our satellite. And then as it comes down, we have a GPS signal that we'll be able to find our sat. So here are some photos of what a high-altitude balloon mission looks like. So if you haven't decided already, here's why you should get involved. One, first and foremost, you get immediate participation in a project. Some other clubs, you have to wait until the design timeline window opens. With us, you're in immediately. You'll be working with us and juniors and seniors and getting a lot of that engineering experience. You get to network with great companies like NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Kennedy Space Center, as well as going to a lot of other conferences that you can network with private companies, public companies, multi-letter agencies, and gather experience from other university students. And lastly, you get to build a satellite, which is something that most of the clubs can't say and most of the universities can't offer. So being part of this club is a very unique opportunity for those of you that want to pursue the aerospace industry in your future. So I briefly discussed to you who we are. We are the Aerospace Experimental Association. What we do, we build CubeSats and testing platforms to test those Cube satellites. And why you should join is that you'll be able to do all those things even as a freshman. So I hope you consider joining. If you want to, please contact me. My name is Jake. Again, my email is jpierman2018@fau.edu. I hope to hear from you all soon. We'd love to have you on our team. And with that, that concludes my presentation. Thank you.